December 28, 1972, Toulouse, France. A massive white aircraft rolls onto the runway. The Airbus A300, Europe's first wide-body jet. 4 years of development, hundreds of millions of francs, marks, and pounds. Thousands of people line the airfield. French President Georges Pompidou is watching. German ministers, British officials. This plane represents European unity, European independence from American aviation dominance. The engines roar. The plane accelerates. At 10:30 a.m., it lifts off. The crowd erupts in applause. But there's a problem. No airline wants to buy it. For the next 3 years, Airbus will struggle to sell a single plane. The company will come within weeks of bankruptcy. Twice. This is the story of how Europe's aviation industry almost died before it ever took off. 1960s. Boeing controls global aviation. The 707, the 727, the 747. American planes dominate every major airline in the world. Europe has nothing comparable. Britain, France, and Germany each have national aircraft companies, but they're small, fragmented, competing with each other instead of with Boeing. European governments realize the problem. If they want independence, if they want their own aviation industry, they need to work together. In 1967, France and Germany sign an agreement to jointly develop a new wide-body aircraft. Britain joins a year later. Spain and the Netherlands contribute smaller stakes. It's a political nightmare. The French want the plane built in Toulouse. The Germans want it built in Hamburg. The British want Rolls-Royce engines. The French want French engines. Every decision requires approval from multiple governments. Every delay costs millions. They name the consortium Airbus Industry. The plane, the A300. The goal is simple. Build a twin-engine wide-body jet that's cheaper and more efficient than Boeing's 747. But first, they have to build it. Development begins in 1969. Engineers from 4 countries work in different languages. Design specs are written in French, translated to German, then to English. Miscommunications are constant. Airbus has no factories, no supply chain, no experience manufacturing commercial jets at scale. Parts are built in different countries and shipped to Toulouse for assembly. Wings from Britain, fuselage sections from Germany, tail from Spain, final assembly in France. It's absurdly inefficient. But it's the only way to keep all the governments happy. By 1970, costs are spiraling. The plane is over budget. Behind schedule. Airlines are skeptical. Why buy an unproven European plane when Boeing works fine? Airbus needs customers. Desperately, they approach Lufthansa, Germany's national airline. Surely they'll support a European plane. Lufthansa says no, too risky. They approach Air France, France's national airline. Air France says no. British Airways? Number. American Airlines won't even take meetings. By 1972, the A300 is complete. It flies perfectly, but no one will buy it. Airbus has spent over $1 billion. They have 0 orders. The French government considers shutting the program down. Then, a breakthrough. Air France, under political pressure from the French government, agrees to purchase 6 planes. Not because they want them, because the government demands it. It's a humiliating compromise, but it keeps Airbus alive. 1974, the oil crisis. Fuel prices quadruple. Airlines are desperate for fuel-efficient planes. The A300 has an advantage. Twin engines instead of 4. Uses 30% less fuel than Boeing's 747. Airbus sees an opportunity. They approach Eastern Airlines in the United States, one of the largest carriers in America. Eastern's CEO, Frank Borman, is skeptical. He's never heard of Airbus, but he's also bleeding money from high fuel costs. Airbus makes an unprecedented offer. Take 4 A300s. Free for 6 months. If you don't like them, return them. No cost. Borman agrees. What does he have to lose? The planes perform flawlessly, fuel efficient, reliable. Passengers love the wide cabin. In 1978, Eastern Airlines places a firm order for 23 A300s. It's the turning point, the first major U.S. airline to buy Airbus. Other airlines notice. By 1980, Airbus has sold over 400 planes. But Boeing fights back, hard. Boeing drops prices, offers aggressive financing deals, lobbies the U.S. government to investigate Airbus for unfair subsidies. They're right. Airbus is subsidized. European governments pour billions into the company, loans that don't need to be repaid if the planes don't sell. The U.S. files complaints with international trade organizations. For years, legal battles drag on, but Airbus keeps growing. They launched the A320 in 1988, the first fly-by-wire commercial jet, more advanced than anything Boeing has. They launched the A330, the A340. By the 1990s, Airbus is no longer the underdog, they're a competitor. In 2003, Airbus delivers more planes than Boeing for the first time in history. In 2019, Airbus delivers 863 aircraft. Boeing delivers 380. Boeing, the company that once dominated global aviation, is now struggling. The 737 MAX crashes, production delays, quality scandals. Meanwhile, Airbus thrives. Today, Airbus employs over 130,000 people, operates factories in France, Germany, Spain, Britain, the US, and China, supplies nearly every major airline in the world. It's easy to forget that in 1972, no one wanted their planes, that the company almost went bankrupt multiple times, that for 3 years after the A300's first flight, Airbus couldn't sell a single plane. The story of Airbus isn't just about building planes, it's about survival, persistence, refusing to quit when everyone expects you to fail. In 1970, European governments made a bet that they could challenge Boeing, that they could build an aviation industry from nothing. Most people thought they were insane. They were right.